Are you a control freak, and why delegation is your best friend? Hey guys, it's Alex here. So today we're exploring one of my favourite topics, which is, are you a control freak? No, hang on. You are a control freak. Now I can hear you protesting, I'm not, it's not me, I don't micromanage. I bet you do. So let's jump right into some of the signs of what you're doing, why it's a bad zone, and how to get you out of that with some really practical tips. Every time something comes across your desk, are you just so tempted and actually give in to doing it yourself because it's faster? Maybe you can do it better, but generally because it's just faster and easier. Every time your team is involved in a meeting, do you feel the need to be there yourself? Do all roads lead to you? This is always a sign when everything ultimately has to be signed by you or approved by you. Now, I might hear you saying to me, yeah, Alex, I get that, but at the end of the day, I'm the boss. The buck stops with me. That's my job. And I say, well, yeah, but not really. Your job as the boss is not to do everything. And here's the reasons why. One, you simply cannot be effective if you are spreading yourself too thin. Not only do you not have enough time and mental energy to make great decisions, but you will be the bottleneck. The second reason is, if you're doing everything, you're actually failing one of the key tenets of being a leader, and that's learning or developing your own team. So if you don't let them step up and take on more responsibility, how will they ever develop? The third thing is that guaranteed, if you're doing this, things are going to fall through the cracks. So the first thing I want you to do is a really easy cue. Every time something comes across your desk or someone comes to you with something, instead of you just automatically doing it because it's faster, I want you to delegate that out. Now the second thing is, and I can hear you potentially thinking, yeah Alex, but who do I delegate that to? There's your second task. I want you to write a list of everyone in your team, and I want you to think about when you go on leave, unless you tell me that you can't go on leave because you're doing everything, but when you're physically not there, who do you delegate to and what do you delegate to them? What are the checks and balances that make you feel comfortable that they know what they're doing? So that's your second thing. Make a list of your team and a list of all the things you delegate to each member. Now, next to those names, I want you to do something that's a bit next level. I want you to put trust at the top of a column, and I want you to give those staff members a rating out of 10. Now, as a rule of thumb, if you give them less than a 7, meaning you're not really sure if you can trust them, then there is another issue for you to address. More on that in a different module. But for now, that's your cue to think, why did I rate someone less than a 7 about trusting them with some delegation? And just doing that process will really give you some insight onto why that is. So they're my tips for making delegation your best friend and to stop being the control freak that I know you're being. Thanks for watching Trampoline on YouTube, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For great daily content and leadership insights, as well as a proven plan that will yield exponential results, be sure to download the High Performance Leadership app.